In the quiet town of Wren Hollow, nestled against the misty folds of the Blue Ridge Mountains, everything moved slow. Life, love, and healing. Mason Clark had come back home after 10 years in New York. His big city architecture dreams crumbled by burnout and heartbreak. His late grandmother left him a crumbling farmhouse and a field of sunflowers that hadn't bloomed right in years. He didn't expect to find anything here, especially not love, but the universe had other plans. The first was June, the local librarian, a widow in her late 30s with warm eyes and a voice like velvet. She knew everyone's story, but told almost none of her own. June helped Mason fix up the farmhouse, introducing him to Wren Hollow's rhythms. Their connection grew through quiet moments, shared coffee at sunrise, the comfort of silence while repairing old floorboards. There was something about June that felt like coming home. Then there was Riley, a fiery redhead in her late 20s, a single mom running the town's only cafe. Brash, witty, and a little broken inside, Riley clashed with Mason from the start. She accused him of thinking he was too good for their backward little town. But Mason kept coming to her cafe, and little by little, he saw past the walls she'd built. One rainy afternoon, as they argued about blueberry pie and city pride, he caught a glimpse of her vulnerability, and she his. And then came Ava, Mason's old high school best friend. She'd become a traveling nurse and just happened to take a temporary job back in town. She was smart, cynical, and knew all of Mason's history, especially the parts he tried to forget. Their friendship rekindled quickly, but something new was bubbling under the surface. Ava challenged him like no one else, poking at his deepest regrets, pushing him to grow. Their nights were long talks under starlit porches, filled with unresolved tension neither dared name. The slow burn wasn't in any one woman, it was in all of them, and in Mason's own transformation. He wasn't the same man who left Wren Hollow, and the town wasn't the same without his presence. As seasons changed, so did his relationships. June was safety. Riley was fire. Ava was truth. Each woman reflected a different path forward, each one real, complicated, and filled with emotional stakes. The town began to talk. The library's book club had a field day whispering about Mason's harem. But none of them were flings, no one kissed, there were no steamy scenes, just stolen glances, long gazes, hands almost touching. It was a romance that simmered, not burned. In the end, the story wasn't about choosing one woman, it was about choosing the life he wanted. Mason had to face the question, what did love really mean? A second chance at peace? A passion that threatened to burn everything down? Or the one person who knew you before the world changed you? The answer didn't come in a dramatic confession, but in a quiet autumn afternoon when the sunflowers finally bloomed again.